Welcome to Right on the Mark with your host, myself, Mark Young. Today, we're going to make a Long Island iced tea. Oh yeah. Got all the ingredients out. Got all the straight hard liquor out. Got the triple sec. Got to have the lemon. Got to have a little Coke to top it off. But most importantly is how you mix it. That's how you want to serve it. You want to mix it with some enthusiasm. So let's go ahead and make this drink. First you want to do is add your ice. Then you're going to want to start with the hard liquor. So I usually go right down the line with some Bacardi. So you're going to add a shot of that. Put that in your tin. You're going to come behind that with some gin. Now, some people don't like as much gin. I personally, doesn't matter to me. I'll take a shot and a half, doesn't matter. But you want to make sure it has some gin in there. So pour some gin. Very important, come behind that with some tequila. You always want to hit it with some tequila. There you go. Now, also important is the triple sec. Now, triple sec goes back a long ways. Now, I can remember the origin of the Long Island iced tea. In fact, it's my oldest son's favorite drink. So, there was a competition back, and I want to say in 1972, a guy by the name of Robert Butt. Robert Butt was just a regular guy, he's a regular bartender, and somebody came up to him and a bunch of his buddies and threw down a challenge. They threw down some triple sec, and they said, Robert, I want to see a drink and all your bartenders come up with something with triple sec in it. So Bob Butt, as they call him, he racked his brain. Because the way it went down is he had to come up with something within a matter of minutes. So he came up with rum, he came up with gin, he came up with tequila. Obviously, he had to use a triple sec. And then he's like, I'm going to put a lemon in it. And then he's like, to top it off, I'm going to use some cola. So that's how the Long Island iced tea came about in around 1972. Now this gentleman, Bob Butt, he worked at this place. It was called the Oak Beach Inn, very famous in Long Island. So in 1972, he started this drink and it caught on like wildfire, went all over the country. Everybody loved the Long Island iced tea. I can remember hearing a story online. One time he came to visit one of the restaurants. It was probably the Oak Beach Inn where he worked, and they says, "Hey, are you Bob Butt?" And he's like, "Yeah." And actually it was a female. She ran across the bar, got in his face, and says, "I hate you." She says, "I hate you. You made me wreck my car and you sent me to the hospital." He's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "You invented the Long Island iced tea, didn't you?" He's like, "Yeah." She's like, "That's why you sent me to the hospital." So after that, they had a nice long hug, and they had a couple drinks together, and it was all good after that. So that's kind of how the story all began. There's some other There's some other things that used to happen all over the country, and everybody would say the name Bob Butt. It used to be called a Bob Butt special, but in a roundabout way, it's actually a Long Island iced tea. So let's get back to the drink. We're going to go ahead and cut this lemon about halfway. You always want to use a lemon because you want to use the juice, and you also want to garnish it. So we're going to go ahead and use a half a lemon and just squeeze that right in your tin. Get about a half an ounce of that. That looks about right. Mark from the future. One essential ingredient needs to be put in a Long Island iced tea. A jigger of vodka. Oh yeah. And then comes the favorite part. You're going to want to cap it, put your top on, and then you're going to want to shake. You're going to shake your Long Island. Shake your Long Island. You're going to shake your Long Islands. Shake your Long Islands. So after a good shake, you want to get your highball glass. So you grab your highball glass, and you want to leave the ice in it. So you're going to go ahead and pour and pour and pour, and it gives you a nice healthy dose of Long Island iced tea. And then you want to hit it with some Coke, basically some cola, just to give it a little iced tea look, little iced tea flavor. Just float it on top just like that. You definitely want to garnish it, make it look nice. So let's go ahead and put a half a lemon slice on there. Cut that a little bit. Garnish it with some pineapple. Got to use your metal straw. Definitely got to use that. And there you have it. The Long Island iced tea. Let's give it a little taste test. Long Island iced tea going in. Woohoo! That is good stuff. Bingo, baby. So let me tell you, if you're looking for a summer refreshing drink, I gotta suggest the Long Island iced tea. It comes a long way and it's very refreshing. So definitely take my advice. Actually, you don't have to take my word for it. Try it yourself. You'll love it. All the ingredients, it's very simple to make and it's very enjoyable. So I hope you had as much fun watching as I did making this. That about wraps it up for Right on the Mark. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell. See you next time, folks.